So in this short recording, you just want to make sure that you have everything set up correctly so you can see the bullet hole. So you can ignore the gun and stuff we have in the game. This isn't going to cover that. We'll cover that in a new lesson. So let's get started. First of all, your bullet stone impact. Let's go through this. The debris should have the renderer turned off. Bullet hole. Remember, that's a quad, so you went and right-clicked and 3D object quad, and that's how you created that. And then you are putting on the material onto this bullet hole. Make sure it's on there. Make sure you can see it. So that means you go to your materials, and we have the stone bullet that we created, right? We made it universal pipeline here, stone bullet hole. Make sure we made it this. We specular, transparent, alpha, both. And then we go to our game art and we drag this here and we drag that there. And then we change these settings on the offset. And you should be able to see it right there, right there. So make sure you see that in there for your bullet hole. Then when you do that, you're going to go to your prefabs. You're going to create an effects folder. Right click, create folder effects. And you're going to drag this down. Yeah, I got it dragged down here 3 or 4 times. But that's my main one. Yeah, see, then you're going to drag this thing down. And you better be able to see it. You need to be able to see it. So make sure you can see this thing when you go down there. And I changed this to 100. So make sure when you drag this down, you see that thing, because that's what's going to be creating the bullet hole. Now, we're going to go back to our prefabs, and on our bullet, we have the new bullet script. That is this one, January 7th. Yeah, we need this one because it's going to create the bullet hole here. Going to create it. And there's the bullet impact prefab. It's going to create that. So we got to make sure we have that on our prefab bullet. So make sure that we have that on our prefab bullet, the new one. Replace the other one. And that's on the prefab. So make sure it has that there. We need global references. So we need global references. You're going to right click and create an empty. Right click, create empty. And you're going to name it global references, spelled just like this. And then we're going to get our global references script, which I give you in Google Classroom. Do I have it here? Global references right there. I give it to you. You're just going to copy and paste from this place down. But then, in your global references, you're going to go get this thing. So we're going to go back to the prefabs. Back here. Is that right? Global references, bullet stone impact. Yeah, so we're going to drag this. Yeah, there it is. So you're going to drag this on here. So we've got 3 things you got to do, right? You got to make this a prefab. Got to make sure you can see the bullet hole. Okay, make sure we have this material on it before you make it a prefab. Before you drag it down here, make sure that you have the shader is this, and then we're going to have that stone bullet hole on there. So that's our material. Stone bullet hole going to be on here. Then you're going to drag it down and make it a prefab into the prefabs folder. Under the effects, you're going to drag it down. Then we're going to create our, and want to make sure we can see it, global references. Then you're going to go back and you're going to drag this up here. So we got to have all this stuff done, and then you're going to go to your prefabs bullet and make sure it has the current script. Then it should work. Let me know if you have any problems.